Hello everyone, my name is Danish Mehboob and I will be presenting 5 tips on using Git. Tip number 1. Feature branches. Feature branches are a set of local branches used to make code review changes in parallel. This allows you to go back and forth freely between any feature branch, pick up where you left off and submit code changes without affecting other feature branches. Say you are currently in master branch and want to create a local branch. To create a local branch, simply type in git checkout -b feature branch name -t upstream remote branch name to track. You can now work on this local feature branch. Now let's say you need to switch to another branch because you forgot to push something to code review. To check out an existing local feature branch, simply type in git checkout local feature branch. Tip number 2. Keeping only source files in Git. The industry's best practice recommends that only source code and configuration files be committed and stored in Git. Binary artifacts such as executables and jar libraries should typically be maintained outside of Git in a separate artifact repository such as JFrog Artifactory tool. Since Git is a distributed source code repository, every time a repo is cloned, all of the history is included in the clone, and with every clone, binary artifacts will be added to the history and cause unwanted repo bloat and will then lead to poor cloning performances. Moreover, binary files do not diff nicely in Git, so they are inefficient when it comes to reviewing and identifying changes. Tip number 3. Gitignore files. Having a .gitignore file in the repository root folder prevents any file types or folder locations from being staged for the next commit within the repository folder. This is beneficial in preventing the accidental addition of any unnecessary file to Git, and because it only shows you relevant files when you perform the git status command. Files that you typically do not want to include in the source code are binary files, external jars, target, folder, IDE-related configuration files, etc. You can add a new .gitignore file in a subfolder directory if you wish to override the root gitignore policy. Please see the references section to see a sample template of a gitignore file. Tip number 4. Squashing commits. If you are required to work on a feature, you can create a local feature branch, make your changes with commits, and when finished, perform a squash to all the commits except for one. Remember, multiple commits means multiple code review, so by submitting one commit, you only submit one code review. Say we have 3 commits that require squashing. To start off this process, we will type in git rebase --interactive, capital H, capital E, capital A, capital D, ~3 to squash 3 commits. An interactive window will pop up as you press enter, and we will need to convert all the picks to squash here except for the first one. Once that's done, we will perform a git push to push in one commit instead of many commits. Tip number 5. Hotfix branch. In case an emergency fix is required, developers can use hotfix branch derived from the master that contains the current production code. Make changes, have it tested and released, and have it merged back to the development branch, and also have it merged in the master branch when finished. This way you can quickly make changes in an isolated environment without affecting regular development flow. Thank you so much for watching.